Well, welcome to Skills to Pay the Bills. This is Freeman Owen Jr. on our segment Just Ask Freeman. I want to welcome our viewers today. And I have my guest here, my co-host, Carolyn Owen. So we've been getting a lot of emails and a lot of tweets in reference to retirement income planning. So Carolyn, you've got a few of those questions that I'd like to address today when it comes to retirement income planning.
Yes, I've been reading some surveys, and a lot of consumers are afraid to take any kind of risk now with their money since they lost so much during the recession. So how can people generate an income without taking on too much risk?
Well, there are conservative instruments such that, and still they will have some type of risk. For example, you have bonds, which fluctuate, even though that is a conservative instrument. But there's insurance companies that offer various types of vehicles, such as annuities and fixed annuities, which guarantee and generate a lifetime income one cannot possibly outlive.
And are there any products that are totally risk-free? You know, I've heard people say that there are some products that are totally risk-free, but I'm wondering, are those statements 100% true?
Well, let's put it this way, pretty close. Now, as I mentioned, fixed annuities, fixed index annuities, life insurance, which generates cash value life, or I should say generate cash values, provide guaranteed income, spendable income. And of course, this is backed up by the claims paying ability and the financial strength of various insurance companies that's available to many of our consumers. So again, one way is to protect your retirement nest egg is to have a conservative instrument that generates a guaranteed lifetime one cannot outlive.
Okay. And we've also gotten questions about Social Security. You know, it's been said that by the end of 2013, there'd be $800 billion less than 2012.
Exactly.
Now, it seems like Social Security has the run-dry date gets closer and closer. Now, do you agree with this? And if so, why? And what can be done?
Well, you know that run-dry date, which was a few years ago, 2046. Today is 2033. Now, by 2016, if the revenues are not collected for that trust fund, there's a good possibility this could be a deficit. And number two, I look back, let's say in the 50s, 1950s, there used to be 16.1 persons per Social Security recipient. Today, there's only 2.8%. I should say 2.8 persons per Social Security participant. So the question comes to mind is, what happens as this run-dry date gets closer and closer? Well, the answer could be is that either generate more revenue through taxes or just print more money, and that can happen.
And I've seen your cards go out for your invitation to these seminars, and you always have this egg that you don't want to crack.
Exactly.
Now, how can we avoid cracking that nest egg?
Well, there's a lot of retirement income planning strategies that which can be employed. One of the things that we do when we interview a client is make sure that we set up an emergency fund. There's a budget. We look at the resources there such that can be utilized, not all the money, but some of the money can be utilized to purchase your retirement, to purchase a guaranteed income. So there are many means and methods, or I should say strategies, that we do employ that will help so many people out there that need our help.